Over the past few years, autonomous vehicles have captured the imagination of the public. But in a lot of people's minds, it's a binary distinction between being completely human-controlled versus being a completely driverless, humanless vehicle. But this isn't the case. What we've seen is that as technology has developed, we've moved from level zero, where we've had zero assistance from the car, to the creation of systems such as cruise control and in-lane control, to then those systems being linked together to operate simultaneously. And now we're moving towards the stage where the cars are developing the ability to navigate unique, dangerous situations, and then moving towards becoming fully autonomous vehicles. These are the undertaking that a number of different companies have taken up with gusto in the past few years. And the result of this has been that autonomous vehicles have shifted to the peak of inflated expectations in the Gartner Hype Cycle, which is indicated by the red arrow. Now we can also see that they're expected to reach their plateau of productivity within 5 to 10 years. Now this has become about due to significant investment by a number of firms. Tesla, for instance, have rolled out their autopilot system software. This has the ability to keep the car within the lane, to adjust the speed of the vehicle and to change lanes. It also has a new feature called Summon, which drivers outside of their car are able to summon the car to them from a range of up to 40 feet. We've also seen Google do significant public road testing of their vehicles and have driven over 2.7 million kilometers to develop their features and abilities. We've also seen Rio Tinto implement self-driving trucks within the Pilbara in Australia at their mines. This example, the trucks are overseen by remote operators who are nearly 2,000 kilometers away. So we're seeing both on the consumer side and the business side, the rollout of autonomous vehicles. But despite this progress, there are still significant challenges to face. Firstly, adverse conditions. The challenge is to give these autonomous vehicles the ability to respond to environments such as snow and sleet and rain, and to deal with unexpected hazards. Things such as a cyclist suddenly appearing, a child running or a dog running across the road are just a couple of examples of the whole array of unexpected hazards that can beset drivers. Unexpected roadworks is another. And ultimately, the big challenges in environment processing is using the radar and the sensing and the cameras in the car to interpret all that information and to formulate an appropriate response in a very short amount of time. And that's the challenge that they face. But it's a challenge worth tackling because autonomous vehicles have a considerable upside to offer in terms of a number of benefits. It's estimated that 94% of car crashes are due to human error. If we were to move to driverless cars or more autonomous vehicles, it could improve road safety and save lives. Secondly, if we think about this in an example of trucks, there's the opportunity for cheaper and quicker shipping of goods. The way this can operate is that currently trucks are limited by drivers who can only drive for 8 to 12 hours in a day. If we were to have driverless trucks going on straight highway routes, they'd be able to travel for 24 hours and reducing the overall cost and the time of delivery. And because these trucks would be linked together, as that they can travel in platoons, and what that means is they're able to achieve greater fuel efficiency, saving costs further. And finally, for these autonomous vehicles, they would then save time for the users, whether that be on the morning commute or on the way home after work. People would then be able to use that time for other activities. The widespread implementation of semi or fully autonomous trucks could have a big impact due to the number of goods that are carried throughout countries such as the United States. But it will also have an impact on the workforce. In the majority of states, a truck driver is the most common job. So this implementation could have a number of benefits to society, but it may also have some adverse consequences for individuals within it itself.